Hello, people of the internet. Well, sorry about the shadow. There's nothing I can do about that because you're up there and you're causing the shadow, so it's all your fault. Anyway, hello, people of the internet. I'm going back to my roots. Now, long time ago, when I first started this YouTube channel, I actually started this YouTube channel about art journaling, and I had a number of art journaling videos up back in the day. Let's get a cup of tea, shall we? Get a cup of tea. Yeah, I used to do art journaling videos and talk about art and various bits and pieces like that. And then I sort of moved away from that a little bit and just did some sort of vlogs and decluttering and stuff that you may have seen, may not have seen, because I took a lot of it down for various reasons. I might bring it back, who knows. And then I did some videos clearing out this art room. You're sitting in my art room at the moment, which I may put a video back up about it. I don't know. It's when I cleared it all out and decluttered it, minimalised it. I did a packing party like the minimalists, and then just brought back in the stuff that I used. And then this room has changed so many times. Well, this room has not changed so many times. That's not true. It's still the same room, but its function has changed a little bit, especially at the moment where there's now a desk over there with a dual screen and a computer on it from work, and I have to work there instead of in the office now. So that has changed a little bit. And this year, starting in... No, not this year, because this is 2021 now. It is Saturday, the 6th of February, 2021. And in January 2020, I started a year-long no spend. And I made a video about it, linked. And it was going to be a full year of no spend. Because I'd done, the year before, I'd done a long no spend. And I was going to do more of a no spend. And just, there wasn't any need to spend. And to be quite honest, when COVID came along, yeah, it didn't really change. I didn't spend. There wasn't really anything to buy. I didn't need clothes because we weren't going out. I didn't need shoes because I wasn't going to work. And then basically in around October time, so I did really well with my no spend because I didn't spend anything until October. I had been reading books during lockdown and doing jigsaws during lockdown, and I'd been given some jigsaws as a gift loads of times, previous Christmas presents, and I'd worked my way through them. And then all of a sudden my brother got into rock painting. And what is the day that on Amazon when you get Amazon Prime Day came up, and I was scrolling through Amazon Prime Day and I saw some things and I thought, I've been so good in this no spend and this lockdown, and I want to buy some things. And so art things mainly, and I did, and that was on the 15th of October, and basically that opened a dam. Now, I used to have a collection, I still have a collection of colouring books, which I'll show you in a different video. I'll show you my collection that I had before all this stuff. In fact, I might have already done that collection video and you may have already seen it. Or I might put it up at the same time as this, so you can go and have a look at it and go, oh, that's what you had before. But anyway, 15th of October, buying some pens to do rock painting, opened this dam of me buying art stuff. So basically what this is, this long intro, and if you have never seen any of my videos before and you have no idea who I am and no idea the fact that I've taken all my videos down and all the history, and you're not one of my followers from when I used to do vlogging and everything, you're probably thinking, why's she just rattling on? Just show us your haul. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of hauls, a couple of video hauls, and this one is what I bought in October and November last year. Basically, the things I bought that basically started me buying art stuff again. So get a cup of tea. It's not going to be that long, hopefully. I mean, it's not a lot of stuff, but yeah, colouring book, pens, that kind of thing. So Oh, nice to see you all, by the way. You're looking well. You're looking well. Okay, so 15th of October, Prime Day. Wanting to start rock painting. So I bought these paint markers. They're both on special offer in the Amazon Prime Day, you know, when you get a deal price and all that kind of stuff. So I bought these ones, which are sort of, you know, bullet tip, your standard bullet tip sort of things. And I also bought these ones. Now, it was these ones which, when I opened these, look at these. Let me just shake it up. Look at the colour. It's these ones that look like pens that I was like, oh, I'd quite like. They're really, they're nice to, they're really fine for paint pens. And I was like, oh, wouldn't it be nice to colour with those? Colour with those. So they're the two sets that I bought on Amazon Prime Day. That basically was the first art supplies I'd bought since I went into a no spend, which has been on art supplies over 2 years, possibly even longer. I then also on Prime Day I bought these. Now for ages I've wanted the, you'll all remember the name of them, you know, the Zig Cleaner Markers, I think that's what they're called, clean system, you'll remember what I mean. And I saw these, and these were reduced. Really, I'm going to look at the price actually, so I can tell you what they were on the Prime Day. Hold on. I think they were 19. Yeah, 18 something. Can't tell because I bought two things at the same time, so you can't tell. So I bought these, which are the Arteza real brush pens, and I thought they'd be, as you know, they'd be like the clean colour Zig, you know the ones. And that was me like going, oh my god, I bought something proper arty for the first time in a long time. I then started watching some YouTubers, colouring book stuff. I have to say, at this time I was really busy at work, and my indulgement thing was I'd come home from work, I'm working there. I'd stop work, and you seem to work longer hours when you're working from home, but I'd stop work and I would make dinner, and then I'd watch some people colouring on YouTube because it was really nice and relaxing. And I saw someone using gel pens, so the next thing I bought was this set of gel pens, and it's 48 gel pens, and I'd had a set of gel pens before and I still have them, and I'm trying to think where they are. And they wasn't fabulous, but I got these, and they wasn't expensive. They were £5.49 for £5.49 for the whole set, which is I think it was another lightning deal or a special offer or whatever. I think they're about £8.99 now, and I was really impressed with them. And so then, because I was so impressed with them, I then went and also bought these. These were exceptionally cheap the day that I bought these. These were something like £6.49 or something really cheap like that. To be honest, these aren't very good for colouring. They're more good for writing. But yeah, but that was the next thing that I bought, which was the Arteza. This was actually a special offer set because it had something like, is it 12 brights and 10? Hang on, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, 12 brights, 10 vintage colours or antique colours or something they were called. It was like a sort of special value pack, and it was really inexpensive. So I'm just looking at my list to see what I bought next. Well, I can tell you what I bought next, because just after I bought those, we went into the second lockdown. Okay, so we'd been free, we'd been free to do what we want for a few months, and they announced the lockdown was coming, and I went into Hobbycraft. We went to take my mum out for the day, like the last day that we was allowed out, and on the way back I wanted to stop at Hobbycraft to get some glycerin, which I have here somewhere, which I can't find. Here it is. To get some glycerin. So I went to Hobbycraft to get some glycerin, and this is for gel pen blending. And while I was in Hobbycraft on the last day at 10 to 8, just before they closed, I bought these. Look at this set of gel pens, 50 gel pens. And it was like, as if I haven't got enough gel pens. But of course, as I told you, the dam had been broken. I was now basically, I was like a squirrel stocking up for winter because I wanted stuffs. So now I had like 3 different sets of gel pens. So we're now in lockdown. I think we're now possibly in November. Let me just scroll up and have a look. Yeah, so we're now in November, and the colouring book itch came. I basically I'd been watching a load of people, you know, colouring books. I watched a load of videos of people colouring, and I realised that there'd been so many since I first started colouring, which was when Joanna Bashford's first book came out. Well, actually before that, because before that I used to do kids colouring books, and I bought Secret Garden when it first came out, when it very first came out, and it was sort of like before it was colouring was big for adults. And so my colouring books are old and nothing special, and so I'd realised that the colouring book industry had massively grown since I'd been asleep. You know, you got this grayscale and line art and you know, all the fancy ones, and there was a couple that I was interested in, so I thought, I'm gonna buy them. Plus I'd just done a major project at work, and I got a £250 Amazon voucher, which was burning a hole in my Amazon pocket. So the first colouring book I bought was this one, and I bought this I bought it on Amazon, but it was a what's it called when you get it cheap, because it's Amazon warehouse deal or something like that. And I love Dr. Seuss, and so this was just one I could just imagine myself colouring this. I actually thought I did some colouring in it, but maybe I didn't. Colouring this with the gel pens that I bought, because you can just little gel penny. It just feels like you could do it with gel pens. Just love this book. So this book cost me 54p plus postage, so it ended up costing about £3 in the end. But that was the first colouring book I bought in the new era of me buying stuff again. I'll just move some of these bits out of the way. So the next one, move my tea. I then ordered this book off of Arteza, because I don't know why I was looking on the Arteza website, or I wasn't. I just saw it on Amazon. Yeah, I saw it on Amazon because I bought it off of Amazon, and I liked the fact that it was doodly. There used to be an artist that he probably makes colouring books now, that did art like this. Used to do YouTube videos doing it, like time-lapsing doing it, and this reminded me of him, and I wanted this colouring book. And the pictures I saw of it all had the black outline, so I ordered it from Amazon, and it came, and then when I opened the one from Amazon, it had grey outlines, which with doodly pictures like this, you kind of want them distinct outlines to colour around, because you know that's part of it. You don't want grey outlines that fade into the background. It's different if you was doing a landscape picture where you'd want the background to fade out. So I was quite disappointed. So I actually contacted Arteza and said to them, I bought this off of Amazon. It's got black outlines. Some of the pictures you're showing, it's got, you know, is there been a mishap? And they actually come back to me and said, there's actually two versions of it. And even though I'd ordered the one with the black lines going by the picture, the stock number was wrong and I'd been sent the grey line. So they said, send it back to Amazon, get your money back, and you can order it again. I said, okay, well, I'll wait for a minute, because it was like £9 something when I bought this. It wasn't cheap. I'm gonna scroll up and have a look how much it was. Yeah, £9.44. It was £9.44 when I bought this. So I sent it back to Amazon and I got my money back. And then I said I'll wait until they'd updated their website, because their website was still showing pictures of this one, but with the who knows what I was going to get. I was going to wait. And then literally 2 days later, out the blue, I got a package with this in it and this in it sent to me from Arteza with a letter of apology and saying that they'd looked into their stock and thanking me to bring it to their attention, because they didn't realise that the pictures didn't match the art thingy, and they'd looked all into it, and now it's all broken down properly on their website. It says this one's got grey lines, this one's got black lines, and to say thank you for me highlighting the issue, they sent me these for free. So I was really happy about those, because when it did come, it's exactly how I wanted it to be. And they also sent me this one as well. I'm not a mega fan of mandalas, but I got it for free, so I was happy with that. So that was the next ones that I got. Now by that time it was, I'm going to have a look, 20th of November. So basically it sounds like I buy a lot, really. I feel like I buy a lot, but just before lockdown I bought the pens, and then I bought one colouring book and got two for free. That's, you know, up until the 20th of November. And obviously Christmas was coming, and a lot of the people who I was watching doing colouring online had started showcasing their Christmas colouring books. So I wanted some Christmas colouring books. So the first one I ordered was this, which obviously, this is where it all started for me. I bought Secret Garden. I haven't bought anything in between Secret Garden and this, but it was just like, it's like everyone and their dog was colouring from Joanna's Christmas one. There was a colour along on a Facebook group that I was in, and so yeah, I had to buy this one. So this was the first Christmas colouring book I got. So I've now got 4 new colouring books. Then I wanted to try grayscale. So I've looked around for ages. Bear in mind, I'm still spending my £250 Amazon voucher that I got when I completed my project at work, like a bonus thing. I wanted to try some grayscale pictures, and I wanted to try some Christmas ones because I love pictures of Santa. And so I sort of looked on Amazon, then I wanted to look on YouTube to find flick throughs and everything, and this one didn't have a flick through on it, and it was actually a new one. It showed that it had been published in November 2020. So I thought, great, I'm going to get this one. And then when it turned up, yeah, basically it had Disney pictures in it, no grayscale whatsoever, not related to Disney, and it's actually called Disney's Christmas Ultimate Colouring Book. Copyright 2020, all rights reserved. So something very wrong there. These were the pictures that, whoops. These were the pictures that were supposed to be in it. These kind of lovely grayscale old Santa pictures. So I contacted Amazon and they just said, don't bother sending it back. Keep it and here's your money back. So then I had to go, okay. I looked for some other grayscale books, and I ended up on these two, which is one by Ruth Sanderson. You've probably all seen it. So a typical grayscale one with nice facey ones to do. And then this one, which was made by the same company as that one that ended up being Disney. Lovely pictures in that. So they were the first, only and last two grayscale books I bought. And then I bought this one. I actually bought these three at the same time. I'd seen someone do a flick through of these nice little town Christmas books by Tatiana Bogima Stolova. I'm sure you all know what I mean. And they looked so cute with the little mouses in them. And I know there's a nice little town 1, Christmas 1 and Christmas 2 and Christmas 10 and whatever. But this one, I watched a flick through of it and it just looked the cutest. So I got that. Then the next Christmas one I got, and the last Christmas one I got, was this one. And I saw there was a lady doing a YouTube video. I'm actually quite restrained when I'm watching people doing flick throughs, because I can see a flick through and they'll go and I go, oh, I like that picture, oh, I don't like the rest, I won't bother with it. And I saw a lady flicking through this book. Oh, it's not called flicking through, is it? Flip. And I really liked the cartoon. Obviously it's a cartoon, you know, comic book, and I really liked that because it reminded me of comics when I was a kid, and I was like, yeah, definitely want that. So look at that. Doesn't that look like the Scooby-Doo lady and everything? And even though this is not a British magazine, it's an American, not a British comic, it's an American comic. I just, yeah, really wanted that one, so I bought it. That's the end of the Christmas collection. And are we still in November? Let me just scroll up and check. Yeah, basically them three were all bought on the same day, and that was the end of the Christmas one. And the next one I bought was this, and it was all on the 20th of November. This one is another doodly sort of type one. I kind of really fancied, just like that, you know, when I ordered that Arteza one. It reminds me of that artist, can't remember. We'll link them in this video. And yeah, that's Doodles in Outer Space. So that was, so I bought those 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 5? Yeah, 5. All on the 20th of November. The order came to £23, 23 pence. Pushing that boat out. That was the 20th of November. Next, I saw someone showing Charles Santore books. Now, I've already got a Charles Santore book, Peter Rabbit. I've already got, is it called Peter Rabbit or Beatrix Potter? I've already got that. Love it. Have had it for a number of years. When I take colouring supplies on holiday, I usually take a set of pencils and that book. And so I got these two, which is Aesop's Fables and illustrations from Classic Tales. Look at that, Jeremy Fisher. So this looked, I mean, I'm not going to flick through these because everyone's flicked through them, but look at these pictures. Look at these pictures. Aren't they amazing? And yeah, and then obviously this one. Oh, it's the same monkey. I guess that's a compilation of this one, isn't it? Oh, can't wait. Oh, look at him. Peter Rabbit. I've coloured that in my Peter Rabbit book before. Brilliant. So I bought those two next. They were £6 each. And is that it? I think that may be it for November. Yes. In fact, oh, no, I missed a whole page. November. So that was the 24th of November. Also on the 24th of November, these pencils, get rid of that. These pencils, it's a 72 set, artist grade, professional, creative peak, were on a bargain reduced price of £23. So I bought them, and because I thought to myself, because the only pencils I had at that point, well, at that point, that sounds terrible, doesn't it, were my Derwent Coloursoft full collection, my Faber-Castell Polychromas full collection, and my Inktense full collection, and my Derwent watercolour collection. So I bought these, as a colouring book set, because I don't want to waste my good pencils. I didn't want to waste my good pencils because I was only just really getting back into colouring. So I bought these for £23. Stick those back in. What came next in the November haul? Okay, so what came next, and is these two colouring books. I ordered these two. Now, interestingly, oh yeah, it shows that these only cost £3 for the two of them, but that's because I had a credit from, I don't know why I had a credit. Something went back, can't remember what. But again, this is whatever that word is. Doodle, it's a doodle book, but I just look at how cute it is. So yeah, it's just one for me to play in. And then I saw this, and I actually bought this for my brother for Christmas. I saw a flip through of it, but and he loves, like, you know, sort of alien type animals like this, whatever they are, reptiles. And I just looked at when it came, I was like, I just really want to colour it myself. So I didn't give it to him. I kept it, kept it for myself. So that was on the 29th of November. This was also ordered on the 29th of November, but it didn't come until 20th of December. But it's a very beautiful fairy fold-out colouring book picture thing. Looks amazing. It was only £3 something. So you've probably, oops. If you're into colouring books, you've probably seen this before. It's fantastic. Can't wait to play with it. What came next? Ah, these came next. Where is it? That's the problem when you're at Christmas time, when you're when they're doing really rock bottom prices. These were dropped down to £18. 120 pencils, oil-based pencils. Also came with 4 colouring books, little tiny colouring books that look like this. Really small kind of mini versions. So I bought these. They're not actually in there because they're in a case and I'm using them, but this is what I bought bought in November. And that's it. That is where it stops. Let me just check that. Yep. So that, the pencils, 2 lots of pencils. And all of these colouring books is what I bought in November. Well, just November and October. So the tail end of October 2020. Look, look, look. I'd almost doubled. And the paint pens. And the Artezas, and the massive set. Look at that. I went from a no spend to buying all of this art stuff. So that was November 2020. Stick around for December 2020 and also what I got for Christmas. See ya.